Wiggly Worm here. I just wanted to tell you a little something about compost. That's right. Compost is my most favorite thing. So nutritious, delicious, it makes me want to sing. Making plant food instead of filling landfills to get peace of mind and lower utility bills. Save those kitchen scraps, they don't go in your trash. Make your own bin if you're short on the cash. Microorganisms, break it down into nutrients. Reuse it again, composting makes sense. Composting! It's a way to recycle. Yeah. Composting! Another way to recycle. What?
What is composting? Yep, it's a way to recycle and keep garbage out of landfills. That's what makes it important. But what is it made up of? Well, food and garbage scraps are broken down and decomposed to act as natural fertilizer. Worms and bacteria break down the material further. The plant-nourishing nitrites and nitrates that are produced help plants grow. Composting is good for the environment because it is an alternative to chemical fertilizers. It acts as a soil conditioner, and it can divert as much as 30% of household waste away from the garbage can. Compost is made up of two elements, browns and greens. Browns are items such as cardboard and dry leaves. Greens are more so wet items, like food scraps and coffee grinds. Fruit and veggie scraps are compostable, although be careful not to include onions and citrus. Other compostable items include coffee grinds and tea bags, grass clippings if they haven't been treated with chemicals, plain cooked rice or pasta, stale crackers or bread, old herbs or spices, and eggshells. You can also add torn up cardboard, dryer lint, dryer leaves, shredded newspaper, hair from your hairbrush, as long as there are no sprays or chemicals in it, as well as shredded paper. Unfortunately, due to urbanization, many of us aren't lucky enough to have our own backyards or gardens. Therefore, it is difficult to build a complex backyard compost. However, this doesn't mean everyone can participate in composting. Many cities across BC, such as Vancouver, have developed a green bin recycling program that accepts all compostable material. These bins are picked up by curbside collection every week. An easy way to compost is to place a sealed container under your sink, dump your compost scraps into it, and then empty it into your green bin every week. If you are fortunate enough to have your own garden, the following video segment will teach you how to build your very own backyard compost.
Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to make sure that your pile is big enough to start decomposing. This bin is a perfect size because it needs to be 3 feet high, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet deep. So once you have that, then you'll have the critical mass, the pressure that begins the decomposing process. If you're a very enthusiastic compost maker and you turn it every week, 2 months, and you'll have compost. You have in the center is an area that it will start to get hot. You literally will see steam coming off it when you dig into it. That's the stuff that's starting to be finished compost. You want to move that to the outside and take the stuff that hasn't cooked yet and move that to the inside. That's what the turning does. If you're the let compost happen sort and never turn it, 6 months.
So what we've started here are basically the first 2 layers, and you're going to continue to layer it, turn it, layer it, turn it.
That's right. And the other thing that we haven't talked about is it needs a little moisture. You don't want to water it and get it soaking wet, but you like it to be damp all the time. So the turning is important and water is important. And you keep doing this. You can do it all at once if you have enough ingredients, or just keep adding to it as time goes on.
Makes sense. Composting. It's a way to recycle. Yeah. Composting. Another way to recycle. What?